full weight of our firm behind every case we handle.
It's hard sometimes because his rhetoric upsets the apple cart so often, and sometimes voters find that harder to support. Lindsay.
Kayna Whitworth for us from Milwaukee. Thank you so much, Kayna. I want to bring back in ABC's Mary Alice Parks, who joins us now. Mary Alice, your impressions to the president's remarks tonight?
I'm thinking so much of that classic line from President Biden. He wants to restore the soul of America. So much of his message tonight was exactly that, saying that we are a country of decency and grace, a real challenge to Americans to be better than this, saying that violence has absolutely no place in America and that we all have a responsibility to keep our neighbors safe. And like you've been talking about so much with Kayna, to lower the political temperature. You know, I was sort of struck right off the bat. I felt myself actually a little bit emotional right off the bat, where he reminded all of us we will disagree, but we are neighbors, we are friends, we are fellow Americans. How important for us to remember that always at this time, especially in these elections where things get so heated. It was interesting to me, too, that he included this assassination attempt, this historic, unbelievably horrific assassination attempt on the former president in a long list of recent acts of political violence, clearly talking about this as a trend and a problem that has to be rooted out, Lindsay.
And again, he talked about how politics, the appropriate arena is debate, not violence. This assassination attempt will undoubtedly change the campaign, perhaps both of them. What do you think the most immediate impact will be that we'll likely see center stage there in Milwaukee this week?
It'll be so interesting to see if it changes the relationship between these two men. We know that in the immediate aftermath, it has really put a pause on campaigning from Democrats. The Biden campaign halted all ads, tried to get ads pulled out from TV. They haven't been, they've really gone dark today, that said this isn't a moment for campaigning. We are told that that's not going to last long, that we are in the middle of an election cycle. You heard the president there say that he expects that in Milwaukee, Republicans will talk about all the ways they disagree with his record, and that he's planning to go back out on the campaign trail to talk about how he disagrees with their vision. We know that the president and the Biden campaign are still planning to make this point that they believe Trump is still a threat to democracy. They are still going to talk about how he attempted to overturn the results of the 2020 election. They are still likely going to talk about how he has been close and trying to, and said, promising, I should say, to pardon those January 6th rioters. These are still central themes in the Biden campaign. They believe this is important for voters to be thinking about in November. But we heard the president there say that they need to keep the focus on people taking out their frustrations at the ballot box and finding a way to move past all of and any political violence.
And tomorrow, the president's schedule does include another situation room briefing. Can we expect that will be routine as the investigation into the shooting continues over the next days and weeks?
I imagine that at the highest levels. Of course, those that have been briefing the president include the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Director of Secret Service. You've seen the Vice President there in the Situation Room alongside the President. Clearly, they have to be on top of every bit of this investigation. And interesting, they have already promised an independent investigation as well, and to make the results of that investigation public. There's going to be such a call for transparency for the whole country to be able to understand what went wrong, what exactly happened yesterday.
Wonder.
They need to
No
find a
joys
way to
about
restore
it.
faith.
You've got a future
Law
in
enforcement
this town.
is
The coin
Americans
says you
are
lose
clearly and
for
rightfully
now.
shaken.
Mary Alice Parks for us. Thank you so much, Mary. Unity.
Joker here. You've been such a swell little psychopath. I'm inviting you to the event of the year. The Gotham City Police are the new superpowered division, the Special Crimes Unit in the East End. They're even experimenting with exobyte technology to improve their gear. Now, does that seem fair? Who cares? Smash 'em up!
Bring back in ABC's Jay O'Brien, who's there on the scene in Milwaukee, of course. Jay, any sense so far of what those at the convention think of the president's message?
We haven't seen much reaction yet because this is very much still getting underway. They're very much still in the planning phase of this convention, or rather the preparation phase. We're seeing mic checks still happen. People are kind of mingling about the floor, but it's mainly media like myself and technicians, etc. But I can tell you that the overall message of unity president was expressing is one that I have
1199! Request assistance!
For instance, comes to note. He has said it in recent days, really in the immediate aftermath of that attack on that Trump rally outwards, of this need to lower the political temperature, to not normalize political violence. And that was very much the theme of these remarks from President Biden as well, as we've been discussing over the course of the night. And he called on Americans to see people who perhaps disagree with them politically as we're neighbors, we're friends. At the beginning of his remarks, you played that sound there. He called to take the temperature down. He called on everyone who is so politically engaged in this election, all Americans watching every moment of this election so closely. He called on all of us, as he put it, to take a step back. And I have heard Republicans ahead of this convention echo that too. It will be a test of exactly what that looks like, taking a step back. We will be had here in Milwaukee really 24 hours from right now when the convention gets underway. And that is because, as the president noted in his remarks, conventions are a political exercise. He said he expects people to take his name behind you and criticize his record, but he noted that here in this country, without that turning into hate. And that's what the president called on. When the various prominent notables of the Republican Party take that stage, what message do they express to the American people?
And we've talked a considerable amount about how this shooting yesterday. Is there any sense in the campaign?
Run!
Well, what we're hearing is this theme. It's an unwritten theme. You know, there are various themes of this convention. The overall theme is Make America Great Again, as you and I are discussing each night.
After you blow through that door, I think the SCU deserve a little gift for leaving their new station wide open for us, don't you? Or dozens, all full of cop compadres.
You're gonna die!
This convention is going to change
What's over here? This one's a killer! Exit stage! Where's our backup? Where's our backup? Always leave them on!
Which could involve police posts, agent posts, And again, remember that Secret Service agents, although they do the administrative action, are also to operate in the world of law enforcement when it comes to reacting to potential threats. Secret Service will put in mitigation strategies.
What do you think the agents are looking at right now is able to
Where's our backup?
Leniency this year of the National Special Security Unit is the highest levels. Planning process that starts almost 2 years ago. Further working with stakeholders across the board.
That lethal lump Clayface is just beyond that door. What say we break his containment device and start a real mud fight, eh?
Security plans responsibly and developing relentlessly on just
Thanks for the hand, kid. Let's crash the
There's the SCU mainframe storing their exobyte data by the exobytes. You'd think with all the cash the city spent on this dump, they'd spend more on security. Now take out those cops and junk their machine. Then come join me for the real party.
How about a slow burn?
All warmed up? Then come join me for the main event. Time to crash the Special Crime Unit celebration at the Regal Hotel.
Experiment 905. Roosevelt said the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. He was, of course, utterly wrong.
How nice to see you again. Meet up with some of my clowns, enjoy the canapes, take out a few cops, and I'll meet you in the main ballroom for the grand finale.
Run for your lives!
Down, damn it! Coming with me.
Please! You've got to help!
If I ever find out who you are, you're gonna hear from my life.
I always say, it's not a party without a tragedy. How about a bit of my new Joker toxin to liven things up? Perfect!
Run for your life!
You're gonna die! If these cops in tuxedos think that locking the doors will keep us out, they've left their brains back in their polyester pants. Blow it up and keep blasting!
This is Batman. You're being watched. Wayne Tech's exobytes are crucial to the battle against crime. Nothing can be allowed to threaten this fight. Not even the Joker. I trust you.
This area is restricted.
Stop where you are! We're taking you in one way or another.
Now look who didn't bother to dress for the occasion. Get rid of him and join me in the ballroom. The Bat will be here any moment.
Lucius Fox note. Our power armor employs one of the world's most advanced heads-up displays.
Step back, please.
The party's over, Joker. You're coming with me.
Don't be such a bore, Betsy. We're just getting started. Now!
This area is restricted.
I'm putting an end to this right now.
Aren't you clever? But you forgot about my little friend.
That's a blackout gas, Joker. Inhale enough and you won't wake up.
Free at last! Nice try, Batmanator! But you'll have to do better than that!
You got it, Mr. J. All right, boys, let's deliver the punchline.
Busy here forever. I'm going after the Joker. I'll deal with you later.
Oh boy, Mr. J is gonna throw a fit when he finds out Batman got away. Oh, I gotta go, Warmfoot. Thanks for the laughs.
Let me tell you a story. A bat saves a scorpion from drowning in a river. But as the bat carries him out of the churning, deadly water, the scorpion stings the bat. In terrible agony, the bat has to fly. I tried to save you, now we'll both die. And the scorpion says, that's the point, sucker. I love that story. It cracks me up every time. That story. It cracks me up every time.
Lucius Fox, internal memo. Congratulations, team, on successfully integrating the improved weapon systems.
Party crash? Check. Exobyte reset sabotage? Check. Escape from the bat? Check. I call that a successful night. Thanks so much for coming. We'll do it again soon.
Gorilla Grodd. That is one angry gorilla. He recently tried to invade the Metropolis waterfront and lost all his devolution tech to the Flash and Star Labs. Lex Luthor suggested you could get it back. If you feel like going ape, check in with General Grosha in the Midtown nightclub.
Mr. Freeze arranged a quick heist of some armored Wayne Tech cars with a payload of industrial diamonds. But of course the heroes gotta put on the heat. Go to one Gotham Center and chill them out. Make it work.
Want to take your nemesis down a notch? This is the gear.
I'm busy. But not so busy that I can't sell you some gear.
This is the most prime merchandise in Gotham, and none of it's hot, I swear!